Children, how are you? How many of you are preparing well? Okay, as I told you, you have to make use of this type of learning method, very useful and meaningful. Now, last video, it was about general introduction of the poem Any Woman. We discussed and I gave you some of the questions for you to prepare write up. I hope you all have done this task well. Now let us go to discuss what are the main points that the poet Catherine Tynan wanted to communicate us. Actually, we said the poem titled Any Woman is describing the relevance of women. She shows through her poem the endurance, tolerance, care and burdens that a mother shows in our house, thereby making us think that how does a mother take all these things for keeping a house neat and order. Now, how many of you have read this poem? Actually, in order to understand this poem or any poems, we want to read more than once. So at least you have to read twice. Now, this poem is Any Woman, and the poet is Catherine Tynan. Have you read the profile about her that is given in your textbook? Okay, now let us read about her. So she is an Irish-born writer. She is also a novelist. She wanted to raise her voice for the right cause of women. She supports feminist causes. She is also very much concerned about the commoners. Anyway, you can read more about her. So just for the time being, that is enough. Now let us go to the poem in detail. See, just take your textbook and get it opened. Now read the poem. First stanza. And the pillars of the house, the keystone of the arch am I. Take me away, and roof and wall would fall to ruin me utterly. I am the fire upon the hearth. I am the light of the good sun. I am the heat that warms the earth, which else were colder than a stone. At me the children warm their hands. I am the light of love alive. Without me cold the hearthstone stands, nor could the precious children thrive. So first we take into consider these three stanzas. As we discussed earlier, this poet has used a particular poetic device. That is, tell me, yes, I think you all keep in mind this, that is metaphor. So when you read this poem, you can see poet speaks as this: I am the pillars of the house. Pillar. So the word pillar, you already know what actually a pillar is. See, pillars for a house or a building, just you see, what is these pillars? These pillars, they keep that structure. Once the pillars are removed, it will collapse the entire building structure. So, poet wanted to communicate this idea. Pillar, what role a pillar is doing to a house or a building. The same way the importance of a woman or a mother in a house. This type of relevance she has. And the same way keystone, and important. So all these words show the relevance of mother in a house. So we have to keep in mind, this is the view that she wanted to communicate us. So once these two things are removed, what happens? There will be no this house. So for a house, woman's or mother's presence is an important thing. Then second stanza, it goes, I am the fire upon the hearth. See, hearth, fireplace. Hearth means fireplace. Hearth. See, fire is essential in this place. So again, as I discussed earlier, woman is having that relevance. So without fire, there is no use of hearth or a fireplace. So its importance is clearly shown. I am the light of the good sun. So sunlight, you see, you have studied the importance of sunlight. It is essential for everything, life. It gives life. So again, the relevance of woman is pictured by the poet here. So woman's relevance, light of the sun. Then heat, I am the heat that warms the earth. The heat. Now you see, heat, the importance, again the word, shows that meaning. So if there is no these things in earth, she says that there is no use of the earth, then earth, there will be no life. So this heat or this light, all these things make this universe or this earth keep alive. As this in a house, mother or a woman, she is everything. She makes the house keep running. She makes the house alive. So I hope you understood this is very important for our discussion, and you have to keep in mind, as I told you earlier, see, once we read this poem, it is also a chance for us to think what type of works or what type of things that our mother, they are doing in our house like this. Now, she goes on speaking again. After telling the relevance of woman in a house or mother in a house, she states that, say, children in the house, How are they growing? So she states that mother plays an important role there in this state of process. So children are growing according to her. Children are growing under the care and loving care of their mother. So children are growing. See, at me the children warm their hands and their light of love alive. Without me cold the hearthstone stands, nor could the precious children thrive. So thrive, the word thrive means grow. So children's growth, for their growth, presence of mother, it is must. So she compares to certain things in our society, or to certain things or elements that we see in our society. After giving us that type of narration, she stresses the importance of mother. So this stanza communicates very simple point. What's that? Mother has a very important role in the growth of children. So this is very important. Now she explains some more ideas. Okay, children, now let us wind up this session. So we completed 3 stanzas. You have to study, you have to prepare your notes. Just I am giving you some of the textual questions, and these questions you have to write down in your notebook and study for your examination. Thank you.